Hello everyone. I'd like to talk to you today about automatic transmissions. What we have in front of you is a valve body. I have a customer that's in the restoration business. Part of what he wants to do is he's going to rebuild the transmission. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a shift kit in the valve body of that transmission. So a lot of times when we're rebuilding a transmission, it's an old car. We don't know if there's anything wrong with it, but I will tell you that putting a shift kit in the valve body does not fix the transmission. You've got to have a working transmission when you start. So what we're doing is when we do a shift kit, we're modifying the hydraulic pressure. All right, guys, we're working on disassembling the valve body. We're putting the B&M shift kit in this valve body today. So now we've got it partially disassembled. I've got the halves separated. There's your valves. This is your transfer plate. So we'll go ahead, completely disassemble it where we can see what we've got. And then once we get to that point, I can come back. All right, guys, we got the valve body completely disassembled. This is a 3-speed automatic in a 1970 Dodge Dart. Very, very simple. Over here is the lower half of the valve body. This is the transfer plate. And this is the valve body housing that contains all the valves and balls. And these are the valves that are laid out. Now at this point, depending on what we're doing to it, there may be some modifications to them. B&M has 2 different valve body calibration kits. We're probably going to use the most simple one, and for people who don't do a lot of transmission work, that's probably the best one to get. We went ahead and got everything cleaned up. We're getting ready to assemble the valve body. And at this point in time, we're using these directions, and he has a choice of going with a heavy duty or street and strip. Very little difference between the two, and I'll show you the difference. So he just wants a nice firm shift, so we're going to heavy duty. All right, some of the modifications are to the shuttle valve. That rod right there replaces a spring. These are governor valves, and these are your shift valves. Your 1-2, your 2-3, and this is the 1-2 control valve. Okay? So this is where your D-tip balls go. And we call these bathtubs and toilets. Okay? So on this one right here, we're going to replace all 5 of these 1/4 inch. And we're going to replace this 1132 right here. And we should have one more floating around here. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Bear with me. There we go. There's the 5th one. Okay? Now, if he wanted to go street strip, the only thing we would do is delete the number 4 check valve. Okay? And that's going to increase the hydraulic pressure going to the circuit. We've already put the transfer plate on the lower half. This is the B&M replacement transfer plate. This is the one you'll get in your kit. Okay? The difference being is some of these oil control holes are probably just a little bit larger than the factory plate. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and replace all the valves, put the D-tip balls back in it, put the halves together, adjust the line pressure regulator, which is this right here. I have a set point to adjust it at, depending on if we're going heavy duty or street strip. And then that's it. You put it together and you give it back to the customer. Now I will tell you, doing these valve bodies, the first time you do one, if you get this entry-level kit, read the instructions 2 or 3 times, from front to rear. Make notes, refer back to it, but this right here is your Bible, okay? You pay attention to this, and that's it. Okay, we have finished the valve body. The shift gets installed. Now I'll give it back to my customer and they'll finish the transmission.